All right, guys, we did our vowel sounds to warm up. We did our consonant teams. And now what we're going to do is we're getting into our demonstration story. Our demonstration story is very simple today. The one problem is I forgot my book at school, so I have it all written out for us. Our goal today for our demonstration story, the title of the story is On the Bus. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for those consonant teams in the sentences. Remember, 2 letters that make one sound. We're also going to look for the tricky word one, which is there. And remember, tricky words look different than how they are spelled. So we're going to actually look for that in the story. And last but not least, we want to understand what a period tells us to do. And a period tells us, when we're reading, it tells us to stop, wait a minute, and then go on to the next sentence. So we're going to read our story on the bus, and I have some follow-up questions after. So here we go. Okay. On the bus. The van is at the Fix-It shop. Now remember, Mom is on the bus now because they were in the van earlier, and remember they hit that big bump from a previous story. So keep that in mind when we talk later, because Sam's mom, remember, hit that hole and they had to take the van to the Fix-It shop. Sam's mom must get on the bus. So now she has to ride the bus. The van is in the shop. The bus pulls in at the bus stop. All right. There's our first 3 sentences to the story. And remember, all 3 of these sentences end with a period, and a period tells us to stop our reading as we swoop back and we go left to right, top to bottom, left to right as we swoop across. All right? So Sam's mom is getting ready to get on the bus. The van is in the shop. Let's see what happens here. Sam's mom gets on and sits in back. Oh, there's that word back, and it got that CK together. They're working as a team to make that K sound. That's why we have it underlined, so that CK makes that K sound. The bus bumps up the hill. Hill is underlined as well. You got those 2 L's working together as a team to make one sound. Sam's mom hangs on with one hand. Oh, there it is right there. There is our tricky word one. One. It doesn't decode like that, but O-N-E is one for our tricky word. So Sam's mom is on the bus. She's holding on with one hand. So that ride must be really, really bumpy. I'm wondering if the bus is any fun to be on. Think about if you ride the bus when you go on a field trip or if you go somewhere. Is the bus a lot of fun, or do you kind of bump all over the place and kind of are back and forth? I know I don't like to be on the bus too much because it kind of shakes and wobbles and goes back and forth. So let's see how this finishes up. Sam's mom rings the bell, and bell has that 2 consonant, 1 sound. That instead of that we get that 1 And when she rings the bell, that means that she's on the bus. She pulls the handle or she presses a button, and that's what tells the bus driver to stop. I know sometimes on school buses we don't have that, but if you ride a bus, if you want the bus driver to stop at your stop, you have to ring the bell. The bus stops at the next stop. Sam's mom gets off. Oh, there's that FF making that 1 sound. So Sam's mom rang the bell, got off at the next stop, and she made it safe. What do you think? Do you think she had a good time on the bus? Just kind of things to think about. Remember, we looked for the tricky word one in there, which we found. A period tells us to stop our reading as we go from top to bottom and left to right. And we looked at those teams. There was a couple of teams of consonant letters in there that work together to make one sound. And here's our follow-up questions. Our follow-up questions are simple. The first one says, why does Sam's mom have to take the bus in the first place? And in order to understand that, you have to think back to the last story when Mom had the van out and she was taking the boys for a ride. Something happened in that story with the van that led to all this. What do you remember from the last story? How can you retell what happened in the last story for why Sam's mom has to ride the bus? So think about that, okay? Our second one, how was the ride on the bus? And with that, you can give me a thumbs up. It was a great ride, she loved it, or a thumbs down that maybe she didn't like taking the bus. Maybe it wasn't what she expected, or maybe it just wasn't comfortable. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down to answer that question. And last but not least, the bus or the van? Which do you think Sam's mom preferred to ride? Do you think she liked the bus, or do you think she liked her own van? Turn and talk with maybe mom or dad or someone that's with you and tell them, what do you think? What do you think Sam's mom really liked to ride in, the bus or her own van? That is our demonstration story for today on the bus. I hope you guys liked it. I know I didn't have my book with me, so it was a little bit hard to do, but follow through, go through the story, listen to it a couple times if you have to, hit the follow-up questions, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.